Good evening, dear children. Yesterday I really forgot to send the video to you as I was busy in some very important work. So today I am sending you two videos. See one by one in continuation, and then you will understand the chapter, because the chapters in supplementary readers are meant for reading. So you have to read it thoroughly. Don't go about the questions at first, but just read and enjoy the story. So I told you that Velu had run away from home and he came to Chennai. He was very tired. His legs were wobbly. He had nothing to eat except a piece of jaggery. And on the platform he found a girl of about his own age, very small, and who was carrying a sack on her bag, wearing a long banyan. And they introduced themselves to one another. And then he tells her that he was feeling very hungry, if she could find some food for him. Now, after saying this, the girl did not look at him and she started walking out of the station. I am going to start from here now. He caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. When they got to the road, Velu found that the vehicles kept coming and never stopped for anyone. Means the traffic was too much. Smoke and dust flew at him from all sides, making his head spin. Because he was very tired, he was feeling very wobbly. So his head was also spinning with hunger and tiredness. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a gap to run through, means to cross the road. Velu kept hesitating and the girl finally dragged him to the other side. As you can see in this here also. See, what is this girl doing? Dragging this boy. Okay. What do you think you are doing? Grazing cows? If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be a chutney. So the girl told Velu that, can't he see the vehicles on the road? What was he doing in the middle of the road? If he would stand like this, some vehicle will go over him and make him a chutney. Velu's heart was still beating fast. He looked back at Central Station and the traffic speeding by. How had they managed to come through that? He could not even imagine walking through in between the vehicles in such a road full of traffic. They walked along the side of the road under some huge signboards. Velu looked up at the pictures: banyans, car tires, pens, a woman holding a box. These were the things made on the signboards for advertisements. The writing was all in English, so he didn't know what it meant. The girl turned onto a wide bridge and walked up. Velu stopped and peeped over the railing. Under him, the road ran into the city. In the long distance, he could see only huge buildings and towers and more roads. You know, in the big cities, the roads they are in a cluster. Some roads going this side and they are flyovers this side and that side. So he was totally confused where he was and where he was going to. See that big building with the walls around it. If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. Bars of the jail. So what she was pointing out at? She was pointing out at the big building. This big building was the jail. The girl grinned, means a very satirical smile, and pointed at the huge building. That building was Central Jail. Velu squinted and read the Tamil sign, Central Jail. Why? I haven't done anything wrong. So he was a small child and he said, I haven't done anything wrong. Why will I go to jail? You don't have to do anything. Just don't get caught, that's all. Caught by whom? By the policeman. What does she mean? Velu wondered. He was thinking, why is she always trying to make me careful when she's just walking herself like this? Meanwhile, the girl was already heading down the bridge with a sack on her shoulder, and he thought, what was in the sack? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. What are you carrying in that bag? things, bottles, and papers, she said. Velu wondered what she was doing with them, but he felt shy to ask any more questions. It was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tar. Tar is the road, and blasted means it was very hot. And Velu's bare feet burned. He was not having any slippers in his feet, so they started burning. It was not like walking on a mud road. He was soaked with sweat because his legs were means very hot. So his entire body it started sweating. He tried hard to walk in the shade and keep up with the girl at the same time. She walked really fast. How far away was the food? This was the question he asked himself. How far she is going to take me? Because his legs were feeling very. He was means they were almost burning with the tar. After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building. Sri Raja Rajeshwar Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam, read Velu slowly. A place where marriages are being held. A sign with letters made of flowers said groom. Name of groom was J.V. Vinayagan and bride name was Rani. Velu stared at the big cars parked outside. One of the cars had a flower garland and roses taped onto it. It was obvious that it was a groom's car. The girl looked around, pulled up one off quickly and stuck it into her hair. What? A flower from the car. Come on, she said. Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hall and the people inside. So Velu was in a dilemma whether she's going to take him in this building to eat or maybe she's leading him somewhere else to search for food. So he asked her, are we going to eat this in this marriage hall? What answer did Jaya give him? Will study day after tomorrow. Till then, have a nice day. Be safe. Bye bye.